Hi everybody and welcome to Guild Wars 2 Little and Large. My name's Coops.
And I'm Nathrez.
And today's topic is... crafting.
Crafting sounds epic.
It is pretty damn cool. You get to make your own equipment, so you can just build yourself however you like. There is one little minor setback though.
Which is?
The setback is you've got to level it up.
Oh.
Yes, just one more thing within Guild Wars 2 that needs to be leveled up. So
every single thing. I didn't even get map completion icons until I leveled up. Everything needs a level.
But don't worry, I will talk you through it. Heck, I will even give you the materials you need.
Aren't you a good fellow?
You know what? I am just like Yoda of Guild Wars 2, aren't I, Nathrez?
We shall link that in the description.
For those of you who don't know, Nathrez did a video for, what was the game?
Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike, yes, and he was very proud of it, and I was forced to watch it. I desperately wanted to watch it. Sorry.
The rudeness.
Well, I know.
The rudeness.
And while I was watching this video, my name kind of crops up, and I'm like, hello, what's going on here? And Nathrez referred to me as Coops, is like the Yoda of Guild Wars 2.
Is that written down? I feel like that's being quoted a lot right now.
Well, it's something about me, so of course it's been quoted. Hello. That is like scored into my mind. I will never
I think
forget.
it was your little character that kind of did it as well. Like,
oh right, so you're saying I look like Yoda?
Pretty much.
Nice. Okay.
Anyway,
let's move on. So, crafting. What you will want, as you've been saying for quite some time now, that you want a better weapon.
I want a big sword.
You want a big greatsword,
I want
right?
a big sword.
A big sword. Well, don't we all? So, if you come over to this little Azuran Gelfer here and talk to him, her, it will give you the option to teach you how to become a weaponsmith. You got that?
It does. Sorry, yep. Please teach me to become a weaponsmith.
That's it. And that's pretty much all you need from this guy. However, just go, if you cancel out of the window and then talk to him again, and select, I need weaponsmithing supplies.
Ah, there we go.
He will,
wow.
Yes, he will offer you a few little bits and bobs.
That's expensive.
Nah, cheap as chips.
14 silver, guys? Really?
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So what you're going to need for now is about, I'd say, get yourself a stack of lumps of tin.
When you say a stack?
A stack is 250. For those of you who don't know, that is generally what is known as a stack.
30, 40, 50.
Wow, you can even count?
I'm getting good, me.
You surprise me at every single turn.
We're nearly there. And we're there.
Right, cool. Okay. So, leave Gelfa.
Alright, bye mate.
And come over here and use the weaponsmithing station.
Okay. Oh my word, how do I use this?
There you go. So that is...
This is confusing.
No, it's dead easy. This brings up a list of all the things that you can craft. Now, at the moment you will be on level 0 out of 500.
Oh, I can see /75, so
yes.
I'm not quite. I can't
out of
see that yet.
75 at the minute. Yes, that's not a problem. So what you need to do first of all, which is always like, you know, I've been telling you throughout the game, every piece of equipment or something that you don't need, salvage it.
Yes, and I never understood why until this very moment. I feel.
Is exactly why, because from all your equipment you will get crafting materials.
Okay.
So if you click on the left hand side, you see a little baggy icon. That goes to your bank. Yeah, and then underneath that,
that's easy.
Yeah, it's quite handy.
Like that.
Especially if you can't be bothered to run to a bank somewhere. You can always find a crafting station and go there. Underneath your little baggy icon are like some squares. Click on that, and that will show you all of the crafting materials you currently have.
Oh, I've got loads, I think.
There you go. You see?
Tons.
Tons and tons and tons.
Tons.
And basically, the more you salvage and get bag drops and things like that, the more of these crafting materials you will get, which saves you buying stuff from the trading post when you come to actually crafting.
Ah, saving the pennies.
There you go. So if you click back onto your little hammer icon,
Yep.
and scroll down until you find... When I find it myself, my list is probably a lot longer than yours is.
Alright.
I know,
It's
I
not
know.
that size, it's
Wow.
what you do with it.
That's what I keep telling myself, Nathraz. So you want to find refinement. What refinement?
Oh, there we go, refine. I am a refined human being. And I will be more refined. More refined? More refined? That doesn't sound right.
I don't really care. I think
I'll be
you should just
refined
stop
and-
talking. You're just embarrassing yourself now. Okay, so if you notice in the refinement, at the minute you'll probably have something like greenwood plank, greenwood dowels, bronze ingots.
That is all of it. That is my thing.
That is your entirety. Okay.
Yes.
And next to it, you will see a number in brackets.
I've got 3, nothing, and 15.
3, 0, and 15. The reason your greenwood dowels are at 0,
Oh, he knew.
Yeah, if you click on it,
Yes.
you notice it says it brings up like what's the
Box
word?
in a box.
A box in a box. Yeah, it's actually a recipe. That's the word I was looking for.
Ah, you need a green wood plank.
You need greenwood planks to create a greenwood dowel. So is it starting to make sense?
Ah, I'm getting this.
It's getting there, right? Now, if you look at the greenwood plank, there's a little magnifying glass on the right-hand side.
Is there?
Yeah, if you look at the green dowel and then go to look at the recipe,
Ah, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, it takes you to the green.
it takes you to
Links
it. Links it all in. Now, ArenaNet only recently added that in. So if you imagine before then, we had to like scroll through the entire like list of all the
I
stuff.
imagine
and-
for me that's not a problem, but when you get bigger recipes, that would be
Exactly, and
an effort.
it was a bit of a nightmare. So when ArenaNet added that in, I did do a little bit of a jump, clicky heels, Wizard of Oz styly.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to admit it. It was very camp, and deal with it.
Fabulous, darling. It was fabulous.
Oh, it's just fabulous. It's fabulous. So, so moving on swiftly, darling. So you will need as many greenwood greenwood planks as humanly possible. So if you click on your greenwood plank,
Yep.
you will see at the bottom it says craft or craft all or close.
I have craft all 15.
Cool. So you've got the craft button, and you notice next to that there's 2 arrows, one up, one down, and the number 1.
Yep.
Well, you can actually set that higher. So
Yeah.
you can scroll up and down just to see, and that will basically craft as many as you want it to when you click on the craft button. So if you put, say, 10 in that box, and then
Yeah.
click craft, it will craft 10 of them for you.
Makes sense.
Makes perfect sense, clear as mud. But in this instance, you want to craft all.
Okay. My bar is filling up.
Yep.
Oh, I've leveled up.
So it's that easy to level up.
Oh my, I am smashing these.
That easy.
Nearly level 5.
So you want bronze. You need bronze and green wood logs, don't you?
I've got bronze ingot is another one. That
Yes.
I can do now. I've got
Okay.
3 next to bronze ingot and now 15 next to dowel.
Okay, that's fine. So, in 2 tickety-boos, when I get my ass in gear, you're going to receive a nice in-game mail. There you go.
I've got mail.
You've got mail.
I've got some stuff and I'll take all that stuff.
There you go. You're most welcome. Now then, go back to your little crafting thing, scroll back down to refinement, and craft them up. Now do not, I repeat, do not under any circumstances craft up the dowels.
Okay.
Until I tell you, obviously.
Just craft the planks.
Yep, craft the planks and craft the ingots.
Okay. Everything's
just craft them all up.
I'm getting a lot of down, I feel. Probably not a lot. Probably not a lot of down. All my overall levels going up as well. Oh, you get loads of leveling up.
Oh yes, that's the one thing I wanted to cover. You get experience every time your crafting level goes up.
Awesome.
So every time you gain a level in crafting, you gain a little bit of experience. Now, towards the high levels, that is kind of epic experience on, like, crazy proportions.
Shall I do my bronze ingots as well?
Yep. Craft them up.
Okay, so now the only one with numbers is the green wood dowel that has 83 next to it.
Cool. Okay. So now what I want you to do is I want you to hit your I button for the magical inventory.
Magical.
And we're just going to quickly cover the crafting boost, because I noticed you said to me earlier that you have a crafting boost.
I do. I can't find it now, but I do. There we go. Crafting booster.
Double click that bad boy.
I have double clicked that bad boy, and it says I have 50% chance of crafting critical experience gain.
Good. Now, basically, what that means, every time you craft, on the odd occasion, you will get like a critical craft, which basically just gives you more crafting experience.
Oh, awesome!
So it will boost your level up. Exactly. It also helps to level up, because some of the stages within the crafting can be a bit of a bitch, especially when the materials cost so freaking much on the trading post.
And do you hit that point where I can imagine kind of like other RPGs are like, where you need to reach a certain level before you can craft a certain material as well?
Within the crafting level, yes. Not your personal level, but your crafting level, yes.
Yeah.
And as you reach those levels, the recipes will just automatically appear. First, they will appear as red, which means they're coming. You're nearly there.
I've got a lot of red.
Yeah. So then they will turn to like a deep yellowy goldy colour, which means you will get the most experience out of them. And then they slowly turn to different colours until they are grey. That means you get no experience from them.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But you can still craft them afterwards, just because they're grey, but you just get nothing out of it.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is click on your little discovery button, and that's like the anvil up at the top.
Yep.
So that's now going to open up a window with hopefully a lot of different things in there.
Got a lot of red, but I've got 120 bronze ingot, 5 vials of weak blood, and a pile of glittering dust.
Okay, just double click on the glittering dust for me.
I've done that.
Okay, it should add it to one of the boxes in the middle.
It has, the first one of the 4.
Yeah, okay. Down the bottom, it should then say whether it's craftable or whether, there's so many different...
It says craft and reset on my screen.
Craft and reset. Okay, so you can craft something, so click your craft button.
It's greyed out.
So you can't craft something.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Maybe it's just because I only have the pile of glittering dust in there.
Well, that was the next step. So do you have anything else in there? Now you've double-clicked and added that. Is anything else still showing?
The bronze ingot.
Okay.
120.
Add that in.
All of them?
Just double-click.
Okay. So it says 9/3 on the pile of glittering dust.
Yep.
And 120/3 on the bronze ingot.
Okay, and can you craft something from it?
I can.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I have 5 rough sharpening stones.
There you go. You have just made your first crafting discovery.
Awesome.
How does it feel to lose that virginity?
It was pretty good. I got a big flash on my screen, and it all looked pretty mental. It
just felt so good. You full on exploded everywhere, and just vulgar. Awesome. Okay, so now we've done that. That is what we call discovery. Okay, so that is how we are going to create all of your weapons from now on.
Okay.
So you're going to discover them. Now you get more crafting experience from discovering things, rather than just going into your list and just creating something over and over and over and over again. Like as I said earlier, you know the dowels. Why I said do not craft them. The reason being, you can craft them all up and you'll get a lovely amount of experience for it, but then you'll be lumbered with these dowels which are worthless on the trading post, and you can't really do much with them. So that's why we're very careful about how many dowels we craft. Okay. So, you said to me that you want a big great sword.
I did. They are the words that I said.
Well, something along those lines. So, what you need to do is go up to the crafting components.
Okay.
Now, is there anything on there that you can actually craft?
I've got about 15 things that are all yellowy gold.
Excellent. So what you're going to need is a bronze greatsword blade and a bronze greatsword hilt. Because, believe it or not, a blade and a hilt equals...
a sword.
Correct! You're getting this.
I am.
You are all up in my shit right now.
Okay, so it's it says bronze greatsword blade.
Yeah.
Do I want to craft all?
No. You want to craft one.
Okay.
And you want to craft one bronze greatsword hilt.
Okay, so I've crafted that.
Now later on, when you're a bit more clued up on how all this works, you will craft just multiples of them.
Okay.
Okay.
I've got one of each now.
Cool. Okay. So now what's missing from the recipe is...
Just putting the two together.
No.
Oh.
There's a third component that you need for every single weapon. And
just
armor.
Weapons?
No,
okay.
Armor as well.
Glue.
No. You are going to need a... Where is it? A green wood dowel.
Okay.
So go back down to refinement and craft up one green wood dowel.
That is crafted.
Cool. So now you need to do something with that green wood dowel because it's basically got no stats. The dowels are basically where the stats come from.
Yeah, okay.
So your sword is just a sword without stats, right?
Yeah.
So let's make it nice and statified. So if you scroll up to inscription...
Yes.
You should now see, you'll probably have 3, I do believe.
Yeah, I've got 3 red and 3 yellowy gold.
Okay. So you've got 3 red and 3 yellowy gold. Cool.
Yeah.
Are the yellowy gold ones vital, mighty, and malign?
Yeah.
Malignant?
Malignant.
Okay. So if you select, say, malignant, just because it's the funny one to say.
Yep.
And you hover over the picture up at the top next to where it says Mulligan Green inscription, it will tell you what stats that will give you.
Plus condition damage.
Correct. So used in the crafting of weapons with plus condition damage. So if you want to craft a weapon that has condition damage on it, you would make one of them. Mighty, you would, obviously that's for power, so you'd make one of them. And vital is for vitality. Go figure. What I would suggest for absolutely everybody in the game, so that's all you guys listening, yes, power. As you are leveling up, all you ever need is power. If there's any other option, just don't even look at it. Just go power. It's the way forward, people.
So should I craft one of the mighty green inscriptions?
Have you got 3 vials of weak blood?
I have 5.
Oh, sweet. Craft one of them up then.
That is crafted.
So do you see what you've just done?
I've made an inscription to make my sword better and give it something.
Correct.
Stats.
But you see why we had to make the greenwood dowel?
Yes, because I needed it in there.
Exactly.
In the inscription.
The greenwood dowel, you craft that to then craft into the inscription to then craft into your sword.
Yes.
Okay, so now you've got all 3 components you need to make your sword.
Okay.
So if you click on your discovery, and then double click your inscription, the sword hilt, and the sword blade. So all three of them should be in, and then the craft button will be ready to clickety-click.
The icon of that blue sword looks epic. Mighty bronze greatsword.
There we go. You have a mighty bronze greatsword, and that is your first ever crafted weapon.
I'm so happy.
You're happy on so many levels. I'm happy for you.
It's awesome. I leveled up, and now loads of red things have turned yellowy gold.
Well, there you go. I mean, what level are you now?
I am now level 17.5 and very, very nearly level 21 overall.
Sweet. So that's pretty good. So when you're level 25, you will be able to craft the resilient green inscription, the precise green inscription, and the healing green inscription. Oh, and not to forget the giver's green inscription. Whether you needed a recipe for that or not, I have no idea, because I've been here since day one, and I collect recipes like they're going out of fashion, because I'm a bit weird like that. So
I'm just equipped my great sword, however.
Yeah, looking sweet, looking nice.
I am. It's very long.
Well, it is great sword. You know, I'd be a bit worried if it was the size of a dagger. I'd think something had gone horribly wrong. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to put your knowledge now to the test, but I will be here as like a safety blanket for you.
Okay.
Okay. So what I want you to do now is craft up the other two swords, the other two great swords. So you've crafted up the mighty one.
Yeah.
So now I want you to craft a vital one and a malignant one.
Okay, fair enough. So I need a blade.
Correct.
Bronze greatsword blade. Crafting. I need a greatsword hilt.
Correct.
Which is crafting. I need an inscription, which is, let's go for that. However, I have no dowels, so let's click the magnifying glass. Craft one.
See, you are. I'm actually really impressed that you just used the magnifying glass. Yes, I noticed. You just went chipowie on my screen. Level 21 now. I mean, dude, you're flying.
Alright. So I've now crafted the
Milligan. Yeah.
That. Now I'm going to go to Discovery and click the Milligan.
Milligan.
The hilt and the blade.
Yeah.
Craft that shiz. And that's crafted. Now I'm going to do the third one.
Yeah.
So I need again a blade. Craft. Hilt. Craft. And this time, I need the vital. I have no dowels again. Craft a plank. Okay, let's craft the vital. And then go to Discovery again, and we can double click all these and craft again. Boom. There we go, and I'm now on level 22.
Really?
Crafting. Yeah.
Oh. I was just going to say, in the guild panel, it's always quite good because I can actually see what crafting profession you have chosen, and within reason, you can actually see what level you are in that crafting profession.
Nice.
Now I'm looking now, so if you look on my screen, I'm looking now at the guild panel, and I've typed in your name, Nathrez, and it says you are a weaponsmith, but it actually says you're level 18.
Oh.
Which is mighty interesting, because obviously that's not true, but it is a well-known fact that the guild panel does run slightly behind, so that will update eventually.
Okay.
Cool. So you're now level 22.
Yep, level 22 on the weaponsmithing.
So now then, here is the question for you. What do you do now? You've crafted those 3 blades, so now what do you do?
I don't want to salvage them because I've got the parts already.
Well, you do want to salvage them anyway because they're bloody useless. And we're moving on up in a minute. We're going to be like crafting master stuff and you know, getting some pretty cool stats.
I'm gonna salvage these then.
Okay, salvage away.
Okay.
But if we look at crafting, you've crafted those swords, so you can't now go and discover those swords because you've already discovered them.
Yeah.
So what would you say is the best way to discover more stuff for your level to go up?
Keep producing stuff.
Like?
Other stuff.
Like?
Armors?
No. Because weaponsmithing, you can't craft armors. You can only craft weapons. So, you were nearly there. I'll give you that.
So a different type of weapon.
Correct.
Mace or a dagger or something.
Give that boy a freaking Mars bar. No, we are not being paid to advertise Mars. I just like them quite a lot. Anyway, I want a Mars bar, mummy. So, if you do the same process, but this time, rather than crafting yourself a sword, blade, and the greatsword hilt, craft yourself something else.
Okay.
So
something
you pick
an orange yellow, yeah.
Yeah, just any sort of weapon. So you tell me what weapon you want to go for. So you've got a choice of axe, dagger, hammer, mace, shield, spear, sword. In fact, it might be an idea to go for a spear.
Okay.
Because then you can equip it for your underwater.
I can't pick spear. I can only pick mace, refinement, shield, sword, and then upgrade component.
Oh, no. We're talking in your crafting components.
I'm in production. Crafting component. Yeah.
Here we go. So, in that list, actually, what you were just looking at, within that list, is basically all the recipes that you have learnt, all the things that you have discovered.
Okay.
So the swords will actually appear in there, and it makes it easier later if you do just want to make another one. You can just click it and click on all the magnifying glasses.
Yeah, that's good.
You see? Clever shit right there. So, you're going to... I'm telling you, you're going to make a spear. So, if you look down the list...
Yeah.
There's a spear head...
But nothing else.
But nothing else. Why? Why is that?
Because you put the spearhead on a bit of wood. You don't need to craft wood.
But there is a specific kind of wood that you need to...
Is it a dowel?
Dowel? No.
Yeah. Oh.
It is in the crafting components.
Is it a... large haft?
Oh, what? Sorry, a haft.
A haft.
Is it a large green haft? Yes. How do you know? Hover over the large green haft, and what pops up?
You used to craft hammers and spears.
Ta-da! Genius, isn't it? I mean, all these handy little hints that ArenaNet give you, it's just slippery genius. So, craft yourself up. What you want to do is craft yourself 3 spearheads and 3 large green hafts. Okay. Because this time you're going to do it all in one go.
Okay, I'm crafting as we speak.
Cool. Now then, I'm going to preempt this.
Okay.
I'm going to try to as soon as I can find the actual right thing. My list is so stupidly long. ArenaNet, do something about this, please. Seriously.
That is all crafted. So, do I need the 3 inscriptions again?
You need the 3 inscriptions. And this is what I was trying to preempt, but my lists are so flipping long, I'm completely lost.
I'll create 3 wood dowels then, save on that.
Yep. And then... sword, spear, shield, refinement.
I don't have enough vials of weak blood.
Damn it!
2 and I need 3.
You see, I was trying to preempt that. Vials of weak blood. I was trying to find it to figure out which one you needed to then send
I need
to...
one of them.
A vial of weak blood?
Yeah.
Hang on. Just flicking to my screen now. If you do have a friend like me, I only have one. But if you do have a friend who needs some of your crafting components, and you're more than happy to send them to him, but like me, you've got 71 vials of weak blood, and you're not particularly that keen on sending them all to your friend because you might need them later. If you hold down your Alt button, click on the item you want and drag it, and then drop, you will see it comes up with new stack size. So you type in how many you want within that stack. So I'm going to send Nathrez a very generous 20 of them. So you type in 20, hit enter or click your accept button, and it will take 20 from the stack and split it. Just a handy little hint for those, because there are quite a few people who ask that question. How do you split stacks? And that, my friends, is how. Oh, it reminds me of how too. That's how for now. Really though?
I'm going to go and discover now.
Go. Do it.
Craft that.
I'd just like to, while we're waiting for Nathrez to get his arse in gear, I'd like to do a shout out to Himmeran, who has just whispered me and said herder. I think that means hello. So, hi to you.
I have crafted those spears.
Okay, and what crafting level are you?
I am 26, very, very, very nearly 27.
Okay, so you're now ready to move on to the next tier of crafting. Okay, so you made it, level 50.
I did, I'm here.
Hey, good. Okay, so, now that you're level 50,
yes,
what you will have under your inscriptions is masters. So it's like, so you'll have mighty bronze, vital bronze, but next to it, it will say master.
It will. I've got loads. I've got 1, 2, 3,
Really?
4, 5, 6.
Whoo. Right. So which one do you want?
I want power as always.
As always. So you're learning.
I am.
This is what I love about you. You learn.
So I want the mighty bronze-plated inscription.
Yes, you do. Now, if you notice, this one requires wood and bronze.
Bronze-plated dowel. Wow.
Yeah, you see.
That's getting fancy now. These dowels are.
I tell you what. I wouldn't mind one of those bronze-plated dowels myself, actually.
So let's craft that all.
Craft that bad boy and get yourself a nice mighty one.
I have crafted the inscription.
Cool. Then you need to, as always, craft yourself a blade and a hilt.
Is this of a greatsword?
Of course. Well, providing you want a greatsword.
Yeah, I'll have a greatsword.
Of course, I was very drunk at the time.
So now I want to use the mighty bronze-plated inscription.
You do.
Bronze greatsword hilt and
Yes.
bronze greatsword blade. I already had a blade.
Oh, of course you did.
Yeah. Let's craft this.
Just remember that for next time.
I will. Oh, so now I've got a mighty bronze greatsword.
And it's a nice green colour, isn't it? Or is it blue? Green's master.
Let me just let's have a look.
Have a tickety boo.
It's green.
It's green. Oh, beautiful on so many levels. So
Yeah, that's not bad as well. It asked me if I wanted to soul bind it when I double click it.
correct, you certainly do, because the higher the weapons go,
Yes.
the more likely it is that it will be soulbound. I think from fine, it will actually ask you to soulbind it to you, which basically means if something is soulbound to you, it cannot be traded. Or
So it stops you making me a good weapon.
Yes. Well, yes and no. Once you equip it, it's soulbound. So I could actually sell it on the trading post before I equip it. But once you equip it, it is bound to your character. That is what soulbound means. Account bound means you can pass it between your different characters, but you can't pass it to another. Yeah. You can't pass it to somebody else. So that's your soulbound and account bound. So that concludes today's crafting.
I think it's been a good episode. I've learnt another great skill.
That's it. And hopefully everybody who's watched has learnt a great skill. I know for some people who have done crafting to level 500 in all crafting professions, and quite frankly, like myself, I have done them all up to 500, and quite frankly, I would rather sit and watch paint dry or chew my own fingers off than sit and watch a video about crafting. But hopefully we've made it a little bit entertaining for you and a little bit educational. Hopefully you've taken something away from it.
Exactly.
Hopefully.
Positives.
Probably not. But anyway, enough about you. Let's talk about me. That's it for today, guys. Tune in next week when we will be talking about crafting again. However, we will be looking at armor smithing instead of weaponsmithing.
Awesome.
Cool, cool, cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.